Hello, welcome back to Pokemon Gold Take 2. In this episode, I'm going to finish the little tutorial part. I don't know how to describe it, but, we're doing the thing. We're gonna get to at least to where I can catch Pokemon. And maybe I'll catch some off screen. But, off camera, but I don't really feel like doing that, but maybe what I'll do is I'll get to the point where I can catch Pokemon and maybe bring you back when I catch a Pokemon. And pause the recording and then catch some Pokemon. One thing I neglected to mention when I brought up berries is that berries will regenerate every day. Berries come back daily, which is one of the uses of the time system, I suppose. So K. Rool just learned his first move, so I'll show you how the move menu works in this game. So, oh, he ate his berry, that's right. I'll give him another berry. So now we know, first of all, now we know what Rage does. Before you couldn't learn what a move did in-game. And now what I like to do, what I've always liked to have done, is make sure the non-attacking moves were below the attacking moves. So in Generation 1, you couldn't do that. In this generation, you can do that. In the previous generation, you had to use Pokemon Stadium to do that. Sorry I'm pausing so often. I'm very warm and drinking water. I like that dumb little gag of there's a trainer battle going on. There's a hidden item right here. You can obviously find it by, any way that you can get to be selecting right here. But I find the easiest way to find it is to stand on that flower, the other flower. This berry won't heal health like the other berries will, like a normal berry will, but it cures poison. So, hence poison cure berry. Um, this is grammatically weird to me. The fact that he just calls it Pokedex instead of the Pokedex. But that's a long story. That's a long rant that I get into every time I try to get into it. So I'm just gonna leave it at the fact that it's grammatically weird. To sum it up, and I promise I'm just gonna sum it up, I feel like the word Pokedex should always have an article in front of it. A Pokedex, the Pokedex, so on and so forth. Let me show off what the new Pokedex looks like. Also, I totally forgot. I didn't even show off the map. This is what the nice old man in Cherry Grove gave me, and it's just the map on my phone. So now my phone has a GPS, just like an old Nokia cell phone. Anyway, let me actually call Elm and tell him the good news. And then I'm going to show you what the Pokedex looks like. I had a toy Pokedex, like a Pokedex that just had like the first 150. Like it didn't even have Mew in it for obvious reasons. And it was based off of like what Ash's looked like in the anime, and now this looks like that toy. Like the red plastic and the green LCD screen, very much reminiscent of that toy. But then again, that toy was based off of Ash's from the anime, and so this is probably colored to look like the one from the anime. So it's the closest, even though it's Generation 2's, it's the closest thing to art of the Generation 1 Pokedex. Anyway, you can change it so that it's the new Pokedex mode, which is basically the regional dex, old Pokedex mode, which is basically what they used to call the national dex, and then alphabetical. And then later on you get a different Pokedex. That basically just lists all the unknown you've caught. And if you don't know what an unknown is, it's basically a Pokemon that has as many forms as there are letters of the alphabet, because it is an alphabetical Pokemon. And then you can search, and I'm not going to show it. And then now I have all of the menu items. I just called you. What happened so quickly? So, you can call him, and I'm going to find out what happened. And I never knew this. For the longest time, I never knew you could call him and find out what happened. But somebody stole a Pokemon. Which is like... That's terrible. That's almost as bad as stealing 40 cakes. Or is it see? I did that last time. I couldn't remember if it was cakes or pies. But yes, I am a memer. I'm a dirty memer. I'm double check and make sure K-Rool is fully healed up and everything. Because it's our first rifle battle. It's ass. So this is the point where I talk about the fact that, I don't like this guy. I don't like Silver at all. Again, I do like that after Generation 3, into Generation 3, they started naming the characters, not just the names of the games, because it got really confusing. I don't like Silver, or this guy, Silver. 3 question marks. I don't like 3 question marks. I don't like ass. Because he just is an ass. Gary Oak, the guy from your rival from Generation 1, is kind of a jerkwad, and is not kind to his Pokemon. Whereas this guy is a thief and abusive. Like, you don't see it here, but he is the guy who just stole the Pokemon from Elm's lab, and later on you see that he's just completely abusive and a slave driver to Pokemon. And that's important because in this game, now in the first game, there is the whole subplot of Gary, you're mean to your Pokemon, you're not kind to your Pokemon, that's why you lost to the protagonist. That was just like a, you know, an ASOP, right? In this game, it's actually important because there is a hidden friendship stat that, like, your Pokemon will not be happy if you treat them badly. If you let them faint too many times, or you don't heal them, or whatever, right? Or if you feed them bitter medicine, which you can find in the game. And so, yes, I know, your name is Ass. Sorry I keep calling him that if you don't like me swearing, but if you don't like me swearing and you're not new to this, to me, why are you here? This is not the first time I swear. Sworn? Sword. This is not the first time I've sworn. But, where was I going with that? But there is, like, a friendship stat that your Pokemon have, like, how friendly they are with you, how friendly you are with it, and certain Pokemon evolve based off of their friendship, and in fact, Eevee does not evolve until the post-game if you aren't friendly with it. Now I don't remember, I think if you put in 3 question marks, his name just stays as 3 question marks the entire game. It doesn't change to Silver. Like, you can't do that to have it automatically input as Silver. So you have to put in Silver, which is terrible. Because, like, they should have had it be a list of names, like in the first game, and then have you choose, and then have the option to give him a new name. Because the fact that it's just blanket, what is his name, is so ripe for just calling him Ass. So, the aid has given me 5 Pokeballs, which is really gonna aid me. So now I can talk to my mom, and she'll save my money, which is a double-edged sword. Well, it's not a double-edged sword. It's both have their pros and cons. Both her not saving your money and saving your money. If you think you're gonna get beaten, have her save your money. If you think you're good enough at Pokemon that you don't think you're gonna get beaten, don't have her save your money. I think I said that right. I may have screwed up my words there somewhere. I have her save my money because I like the things she gets from me. So what happens when she saves your money is, and also you can call her and tell her not to save your money, at any point. So it's not that big of a deal. What happens when she saves your money is that she, sure. Is she'll take a very small slice of your, winnings when you beat a trainer, and keep it. And when you have no more Pokemon, the other trainers, or a Pokemon, if you know, blacked out to a wild Pokemon, will take a slice of your money. A very large chunk of your money. So what happens is that money that she had saved up is completely untouchable to the other trainers / wild Pokemon. It's explained away in the game by you scatter it as you know, it falls out of your pocket as you're trying to rush off to a Poké Center. Anyway, it is now time to catch Pokemon, and I'm going to just walk around in the grass and try and catch some Pokemon, but I'm not going to show you the entire thing. I'm going to show you up to at least the first Pokemon, and then, you know, pause the recording and then show you the next interesting thing that happens. But here's a Sentret that we're going to catch. Probably. And like I said, I'm gonna nickname all of my Pokemon and tell you where all the names come from. So, which may get me in trouble, because some of them are, names of friends' characters. If that makes any sense. Like this one, I've caught a female Sentret, and like I said in the previous episode, Sentret evolves into Furret, which is basically a ferret, and, how do I put this in a way that doesn't immediately, out me? I am on a website where people use avatars. There, that's a good way of putting it. And I have a friend, I have an acquaintance, they're not very close. I have an acquaintance whose avatar is a ferret, who goes by the name of Narabera. I haven't seen them in forever, like they've kind of abandoned the website, which is kind of a shame. But Nara, and some of the names I'm going to use are going to be holdovers from the previous attempt from Take 1, some of them are going to be holdovers from Generation 1, so on and so forth. But Narabera, the Sentret / Furret. Now, obviously, Narabera needs to be healed because she was just almost annihilated by K. Rool. Female Pidgey. I can't think of a good name for a female Pidgey, and I usually don't like having Pidgey in my party anyway, so I'll just use this Pidgey to get K. Rool up to the next level. almost nighttime in game. It's basically nighttime in real life. So I think I'm gonna just hang around. Oop. I'm gonna basically just hang around and catch Pokemon until it becomes nighttime, and then catch my favorite Pokemon, Hoo Hoo, who is an owl. Oh no! Told you that happens a lot while I'm talking to Nurse Joy. And then it's fixed. So I'm going to pause the recording, which I don't remember the key combination I had assigned to that. I think it's this one. I didn't actually press it, so it's still recording, but I fingered over it. So I'll see you in a little bit next time something exciting happens. By the way, if you're closer to New Barktown than you are to Cherry Grove, you can come to Elm's Lab and heal your Pokemon at this machine instead of going to the Pokescene. Just in case you wanted to know that. K-Roll just leveled up to level 9. I don't think... nothing major happens there, I just wanted to let you guys in on that. Me too, buddy. Me too. I suppose while we're waiting for it to become nighttime, I want to discuss something about Pokemon that I absolutely adore, and that is the font. Now, you probably know what a font is, but if you don't know what a font is the typeface of the letters. It's what makes the letters look like what the letters look like. So, like, at Times New Roman is a font, Courier New is a font, the dreaded Comic Sans is a font, in other words. So, the Pokemon font is very thin for an 8-bit game. It's very thin, it's single pixels everywhere. Lots of 8-bit games had, like, big, thick, chunky pixels. And most of Pokemon, most of the Pokemon 8-bit, the 8-bit generation Pokemon games used very thin, single pixel line width fonts. Except for punctuation. Their question marks, their exclamation points, and then the numbers are all very thick. So I absolutely adore that about the fonts in Pokemon. Ah, it happened again. Dang it. Probably need to reset my computer or something. Maybe it's the computer's fault. I want to believe that it's the computer's fault. UFO flight. But here we can see the 29 is very thick. And very... almost NES-like compared to the word root here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hello, nighttime! So this is what nighttime looks like. I really like the colors of nighttime. It's very pretty, actually. It sure looks like nighttime. And then the towns are really pretty in nighttime because the doors all light up. The windows in the doors. It's really cool. Anyway, let's see if we can find us a Hoot Hoot right away. Oh, and then the music is different. That's right. The music is quieter. It's just a little different. It's just a little quieter. But we found us a Rattata that we're gonna try and catch. Nope, it's really, really weak. Yeah, the music for battles and getting into a battle is different. I forgot about that. Woohoo! There he is! No! You jerk! I'm sure if I attack it again, it's gonna faint, so I have to try throwing another Pokeball at it. But if this Pokeball doesn't catch it, I'm gonna just attack it. Got it! Gotcha! Yes, I will. This is a male Hoot Hoot, so we're gonna name it, T I K T O K. And this particular spelling of the phrase TikTok is indeed a reference to the Keisha song, and I don't have any particular care for Keisha. It was used in a Weird Al polka medley once, and I really liked it. It's like, I don't know anything about Keisha, I just know I like that one Keisha song. Tick-tock on the clock, but the Pokey don't stop. Hey, it's nighttime. Why aren't you catching Pokemon? Oh. Well. Screw you. Hey, it didn't glitch out this time. We want TikTok above Nerabera. We might put Nerabera in the PC, I'm not 100% sure. I usually don't keep Centric. It's usually K-Rool, TikTok, and then it's usually my starter. Totodile, Hoot Hoot, and then Rattata until I get to, Violet City, and then after that, my party changes quite significantly. But we'll see. Maybe I'll keep Maribera instead of, and try using Centret instead of the Rattata. But that's gonna be the end of this episode. Tomorrow we'll try and record in the morning so you guys get to see what morning time is like, and we'll get to our first trainer battle, our first real trainer battle. Anything with Ask doesn't count.